Everybody, it's Martha at Pause Yoga and Fitness, and today I wanted to take you through a 10-minute-ish beginner strength workout for the upper body. Super simple strength. We are going to do a quick warm-up. We're going to do wall push-ups, bicep curls, rows, and shoulders in two different ways. So getting kind of the main muscles of the upper body with one or two moves and moving on. 45 seconds on, we'll have a little bit of rest, and we're going to go through it 2 times. And that is it. So maybe grab 1 or 2 sets of dumbbells, something that you can do each exercise with. I'll give lots of modifications. And let's get going. And I'm just going to have my timer here. So we'll start with a nice big shoulder roll. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. And we're going to open and close our arms. All right, and then interlace your thumbs. Big inhale up and then down. And then we'll take a few little twists. We're not really getting our core per se. It will work when we're doing the push-ups. And I can show you ways if you want to get a little bit more in, you could. All right, we're going to get going. We're starting with push-ups. So I'm going to show you how to use the wall. If you are good with push-ups and you want to take them down to the floor, you can go hands and knees push-ups. We're going wide. So I just zoomed in. Of course, I'm going to change this up. Oof. Okay, I think that's good. All right. Like I was saying, you can do push-ups on the floor in a wide stance. So hands are out wider than shoulders. You can do it in a modified. So you're on the top part of your, like right above your knee, or of course your toes. 45 seconds. I'm going to the wall, which is a great option, especially if you are fairly new to this. Again, your arms are out wide, straight from your shoulders, a little wider than shoulder distance. And again, no matter if you're on the floor or with me, you want to engage your core. So just watch that you're not arching. All right, I'm going to grab my timer. And we are going to take off. Let's go. You're exhaling, pressing out of it. You can, the farther away you are, if you're on the wall with me, the harder this is going to be. Exhale, press away. Engage your chest muscles. Really good. I think we're going to add a bonus move, farmer's carries, to this. Just thought about that. Good, 10 seconds. You got it. And you hover the bottom of your push-up. Stay here. And relax. Great job. All right, let's go right into our bicep curls. So grab appropriate weights for that. Very carefully picking them up. Palms are up, facing away. So this is a supine grip. All right, let's go. So here, and you're curling, and then lowering down. So your elbow either stays kind of a little forward. You don't want it scooting back behind you. And it stays really quiet. If your weights that you picked are too heavy, you could always go a little lighter, or you could go one arm at a time, which will help as well because one arm gets a little bit more rest. I've already worked my biceps this morning, so these 10s are feeling really heavy. 10 seconds. Good, one more, and let it go very carefully. All right, shake it out. Next, let's do our bent over row. So you can do this sitting in a chair or standing. You're going to be bent over slightly from your hips. You're drawing your elbows back, and your hands with your weights kind of come to your pocket or your hip. Okay? Let's go. You can do this with fairly heavy weights because your back has really big muscles. Engage your core. Shoulders are back and down. Pause with those elbows. So you feel your shoulder blades squeeze together, wrapped around your spine. 10 seconds. I worked my back as well earlier. So, 5. One more. Great job. All right. Take a little break. We're going to go into a shoulder press. And so you can hold the weights. You can come down here. You can hold them here and press up, or you can come here and press up. I think it's really just kind of what feels good for you. If you want to get a little sneaky core in, you can do this with one foot lifted. You could stand on a Bosu ball if you've got one. You could even stand on a yoga, 2 yoga blocks or a balance pad. You want to, get some balance in, some core work in. All right, grab your weights and let's go. So when you're here in those weights, again, neutral spine. So try not to arch. If you feel like you're arching, you can take a foot back for a little bit more support. But this, shoulder presses help to reach for dishes high up, amongst other things. Again, gets too heavy for you, go one arm at a time if you need that. Good, keep going. We're under 10 seconds, getting close. And relax. All right. So last move here we're going to do is a lateral raise, but I think I'm going to do it with a bent elbow. So your elbows are going to lead here. Again, you could do this with the other leg lifted. Switching, you stay on your yoga blocks, balance pad, Bosu pad, or Bosu ball. All right, so hit and go. Grab those weights and exhale here. And we're gonna grab weights and we're gonna walk around our room for a farmer carry coming up. Farmer carries help us to carry really heavy groceries or suitcases, even though I guess you don't really have to carry suitcases around anymore. All right, let it go. All right, so with the farmer's carry, ideally it's really heavy weight because you're focusing on your grip strength, you're working that forearm, and you're walking around like this. I have a small room, so I'm just going to do circles. We're going to take this for 20 seconds, and that is it. So grab the heaviest weight you have. Now, you could just grab one heavy weight. You could have actually 2 different weights because how often in our life are we unbalanced? It's actually really functional to train that way. I'm just going to continue to use my 10s because they're right here. All right. Again, I did farmer's carries earlier today. So I put my time in. Now it's your turn. So let's go. Grab those weights. So these are much lighter. So I'm going to actually carry them farther away from my body. If you were at home, you could walk around your house. And that's 20 seconds. We're just going to go ahead and put them down. All right, we're going to start round 2. Same. We're going to start those push-ups. And then end with those farmer's carries. So you know what's coming now. Let's go. Round 2, let's jump right into it. How can you bump it up this round? If you were on the wall, could you come to the floor in tabletop? If you were in tabletop, could you back it up to modified plank? If you're in modified plank, could you go to your toes for at least a few, maybe 1 or 2 push-ups and see what happens? That's how you get stronger. All right, I'm gonna stick with the wall. Let's go. Key is to listen to your body and not to what I am truly saying, right? You know, like if I'm pushing you to challenge yourself by going to the wall, but you feel, or going to the floor, but you feel the wall is challenging for you right now, stick with the wall. Don't forget, squeeze. Get those chest muscles squeezed as you press the wall away. Right here, squeeze. Or the floor away. And relax. Great job. All right. Grabbing weights for bicep curls. Think about the weight you used. Could you go up? Maybe do you need to go down? Yeah, challenging yourself. All right, we're going to jump right into it. Let's go. Again, you can lift a leg up here to get some balance working if you want. Big exhale. Squeeze at the top. Good. You have 15 seconds. Good. 5. Woo, one more. Let's do it. Great job. All right, let it go. Carefully relax. I just thought about it. If you're joining me and you actually have no weights at all, I should have said something. Now that we're halfway through, clearly, with holding on to weights, grab water bottles and grab soup cans. It is Prime Day. Actually for the next few days. So bands and weights, there's a lot on sale right now on Amazon Prime. So go check it out. I love going to thrift stores to find weights. You can sometimes get some really good deals. So that's another great way to build your home gym. All right, we're going into those rows, bent over. Grab your weights very carefully, bending from your hip. And let's draw it back. Your weights come to your hips or pockets. Squeeze at the top. Abs are engaged. You can do this sitting in a chair too if you need a little bit more support. You would just lean forward in your chair. Good. Keep going. 10 seconds. One more. And ease out of it very carefully, putting those weights down. We got shoulder presses coming up. And as always, think about it. Could you go heavier? So yeah, take another breath or two. We got this. We got 3 more moves. This, the raises, and the walks. Getting close. Let's go. Grab your weights. Press up. Again, one arm at a time if you need that. You can bring your arms all the way down too if you need that. Keeping them here just keeps your muscles under tension a little bit more. Good. 15. You're done with shoulders after this with these presses. No more, less than 10. You can do this in a chair. You need as well 5 seconds. You got it. Great job. Put it down carefully, relax. All right, we got our lateral raises with that bent elbow coming up. Farmer carries, and that's it. All right, let's grab your weights. Get ready. That 15 seconds flies by. Carefully coming up. And let's lead with our elbows. Feel your muscles working. I worked out this morning with a lady who constantly talks on the phone. So if you don't have earbuds in your own music, it's super annoying. But how mindful is she if she's talking on the phone? Is she feeling those muscles work? That mind-body connection is so important. 10 seconds. Do you feel your muscles right now working? Are you present? Great job. And relax. All right, just a 20-second walk. So find space. If you need to kind of step out and go up and down a hallway of the room that you're in, you just want to take those circles. Can you go heavier? If you've got the weights that you've got, can you take them apart away from your body? 20 seconds. Let's go. Grab those weights very carefully and start to walk. Working on good posture, nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. Probably should be walking in the other direction. All right, and that was our 20 seconds. Great job. All right. So if you truly have really heavy weights, you should feel just a burn going up your arm in those farmer carries. So just shake it out. All right, take a nice big inhale and let it go. Let's get our tricep stretched out, bending your left elbow, gently pressing back. Oh, we didn't even really get triceps in this workout. I just thought about that. We did biceps, back, chest. I mean, our triceps worked in the push-up. We didn't really have an exercise that targeted those. That's funny. All right, arm across. Let's go other arm across. Let's roll your shoulders back. And then let's find cat. We're going to hold cat. Just a really nice stretch for the back. Good. Coming up nice and tall, interlacing your bones, and exhale, let it go. Stretching out wrist and forearm, so gently pressing your fingers back. And then we're going to switch this up for fingers facing the sky and press back. And we'll go to the other side, fingers press down or face down, gently press back. And then fingers are up, gently press back. All right. If you need more of a warm up or cool down, then, hit pause and do some yoga, more yoga stretches or anything else that you know or need. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this quick, simple upper body workout, minus the triceps. So guess what you're going to do tomorrow? Tricep day tomorrow, right? Or be sure, just joking aside, be sure to get those triceps sometime this week. Let me know how this went. I would love to hear from you. Comment below, like, share, and subscribe. And again, catch me live. I teach Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 to 10 a.m. Monday is strength training. It is iron yoga. Reach out for more details in that class link. Your first class is free. I'd love to have you. All right. Have a great day. Bye.